We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the San Francisco Giants and the Detroit Tigers. It's interleague baseball on MLB Network. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that has 99 career losses. The one thing I'm certain that he doesn't want to do is pick up career loss number 100 in this one here today. So it's going to be awfully important, one, that his team scores him some runs, and two, he shuts down the opponent early.
So digging in now, Mac Williamson. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Underway in Motown as the first pitch of the night misses for ball one. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Jones is after it. One out. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey's in this lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He was the National League Silver Slugger Award last year for catchers. I'm telling you, what an impressive thing. You know, catchers like to win Gold Gloves, but to swing the bat the way he has swung it and to stay healthy throughout the year, really impressive.
And there's a strike right down the heart of the plate, 0-1. Good night for baseball, 69 degrees here at first pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Mata sprinting after it, and a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Now at the plate, Buster Posey. Man at first for him following the one-out single. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Jones is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. That was a tough play, so let's take another look at it with Show Track. Seemed to get a solid read off the bat, took a good angle at it, and he covered over 100 feet to make the grab. And I'm sure he'll be getting some high fives for that one. Strike one to start the at-bat. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. And there's ball two now. Now the 2-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Giants leave one, and now the Tigers will get their first opportunity here. No score. Jeff Samardzija is on the mound for the Giants in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Well, Jeff Samardzija, the pride and joy of Valparaiso High School, Valparaiso, Indiana. Also a pretty good wide receiver for the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame. Big, strong guy. A lot of people think he takes that football mentality out on the mound. 94 to 96. Good sink, good late run, good hard breaking ball, and his split finger has gotten a lot better. If Jeff Samardzija is on, you'll know early he'll be inducing a lot of ground balls.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. His past meetings with Samardzija, he's gone 2 for 8. Fly ball right down the line in left. Hernandez giving chase, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. A moment now in Motown to check out the Tigers starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
Well, Matty, I'm going to be looking to see if that guy in the 7th spot can continue to stay hot. I mean, he's got over 400 home runs. Any manager would be happy to pencil his name in the lineup and rely on that power every time he comes to the plate. What a luxury this club has.
1-1. He swung on and missed for strike number 2.
You got to be paying attention as an offense in a hitter's meeting in this situation. When you got a guy on the mound that you know the bottom can drop out of any pitch he throws, you have to elevate your sights.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a full count, 3-2 for Mikey Matu.
You can bet these hitters are taking note of what the guy on the hill is working with. A long at-bat like this in the 1st inning can reveal a lot.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the 1st inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
And that misses for ball 1. And that one stayed up a little high. Two out, nobody on. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed. He got him. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Leading off for San Francisco, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Missed with a slider. This one smoked the other way, high and deep to left. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. A 1-1. He swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Crawford is retired, and there's 1 away.
Time for a look at the Tigers on D. And let's focus our attention on one of the most dynamic defenders in our sport, and that's shortstop Jose Iglesias. I want to tell one of our camera guys, do not take your lens off this guy, because he is going to make a highlight reel play every game, and I guarantee something goes down today.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jones is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2. At the plate, Austin Slater. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd alive. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. No score here as we play inning number 2. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Looks like Liriano's got it working now. It remains 0-0. Stepping up now, Jeimer Candelario, set to lead off the home half of the second. First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And guys, can we lock in on the Gold Glover at third base? I've played this position. You got to do so many things. I mean, you have to have just the quickest hands, reacting on one-hop liners. You have to have the ability to take away the bunt, a la Adrian Beltre and Nolan Arenado. You better have a backhand, and not only that, you better have a strong throwing arm.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed by Victor as he's down on strikes for the second out. Next for the Tigers, Nico Goodrum trying to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
2-2 the count. And a neck-high fastball that time.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Williamson is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Down in order go the Tigers. Will move to the third with no score. Stepping in, Gorkys Hernandez. He'll do battle with Francisco Liriano to get the inning underway. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. And he misses with it, 1-1.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you can rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. And here's a ball hit in the air. Castellanos on the move, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out. Didn't look to me like that was much of a protect swing with 2 strikes.
No, he was trying to go yard, 2 strikes or not. Kind of looks bad if you strike out like he did, though. I'm sure his manager would have liked for him to focus on getting on base.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Heading out towards shallow right. Castellanos moves over, 2 down. And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. Takes a knee-high fastball.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1, 2, 3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. At the plate, Jim Adduci, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. And he'll step on first for the out, 3 unassisted.
James McCann.
Stepping into the box, James McCann. First offering on its way. Swing and a line drive. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Tigers.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Chopped in front of home plate, and he is in there. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. Way behind that pitch. It's 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. The 0-2 once more. Hit down the third baseline, and that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third. He pulls into second safely as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Wow, you got to love this aggressive swing here. Gets the barrel of the bat out in front of the ball and just rips it down the left field line. Absolutely no play on that ball the second it left the bat. Nice job picking up the runner.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata as Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Left side. Throw to first, not in time as the run is across to score. Now batting, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Reined in. And they put the tag on him for the out, but meanwhile both runners are able to move up a base. Settling in now, Jeimer Candelario. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
You know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got to lead by a couple of runs, but they don't want to look back on this inning when this one's over.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Back alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here. Grounded to the right. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Here's Buster Posey now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Hey, this is a perfect opportunity for them to get on the board right now. Leadoff man has done his job. Now the middle of the order gets their shot at the plate.
Line drive to center field. Jones has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. So a runner on first with 1 out now. And standing in here is the very dangerous third baseman, Evan Longoria. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run for Evan Longoria, and the Giants have come back to knock this one up at 2 apiece. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch.
Now batting.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford.
As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias is up with it. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter, Pablo Sandoval.
Next will be the designated hitter, Pablo Sandoval. He flew out in his last at bat. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Sliced hard on the ground. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Bye-bye, baby. The Giants strike for a pair as you get another look at the 2-run dinger. Bottom of the 4th coming up, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Digging in, Victor Martinez. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway. Popped him up. Longoria in foul ground. 1 away.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate, Nico Goodrum. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And that misses inside 1-0. 2 runs on 2 hits and no errors in the ball game for the Tigers. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. We'll head to the 5th, tied at 2. So in now for San Francisco, Austin Slater. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First offering on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. And the fastball hitting 93 on the gun. It's 1-1. Now a foul tip that's held onto at the plate, and the count moves to 1-2 now. Ball 2. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So striding in, Jorge Hernandez. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A changeup over the inside corner. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Jones arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down. Standing in, Kelby Tomlinson. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
3-0 now. That one's in there. 3-1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for San Francisco. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
And the versatile Mac Williamson hits next. Bouncer up the middle. Iglesias is there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for San Francisco. We've hit the halfway point, tied at 2. So coming to the plate, James McCann. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. 4-1. And looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside. 1-1. 1-2 to the Tigers catcher. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Jacoby Jones the next to hit. Reached on an error and then eventually scored in his first at bat. 1 out, nobody on. A ball and a strike. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
He's really on a roll right now on the mound. Back-to-back strikeouts to wrap up the last inning, and now he started this frame with the same story. 4 straight strikeouts in all.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. As he'll watch a slider that stays inside for ball 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And this misses as it moves to 2-0 now on the Tigers shortstop. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit back up the middle. And that's through for a hit. He was able to keyhole a strike on 2-0 to keep the inning alive.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep. 1 through 9, they could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work. And he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
And that one just missed outside.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Tigers leave 1 through 5, all even at 2-2. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out. Here's Buster Posey now. 0 for 2 for him to this point. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him.
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do what you want it to do. That was just one of those cement mixers, kind of just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. As the first pitch here is a bit high, it's ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And that looked like it caught him squarely in the arm. Nice recovery play to get the second out, but we'll have to make sure he's okay on the mound. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. Digging in once again, Brandon Crawford, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And that is into center field as he comes through. It's a base hit. And the go-ahead runs in to score as they break the tie. It's 3-2.
You know what I like right there, Dan, is the batter's approach. Not trying to do too much, just taking it right back up the chute again, staying within himself, and just knowing that anything to the outfield gets him an RBI.
Now, that's a good piece of hitting. That's a great point, D-Roy. I think a lot of times hitters go up there trying to do a little bit too much. Sometimes you just have to go ahead and hit the ball where it's pitched, and a good job and a run batted in.
No balls and 1 strike. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. A run on 2 hits and they leave 1. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. San Francisco leads this one 3-2. Ready once again, Nicholas Castellanos. He'll look to get the Tigers going in their half of the 6th. Here's Johnson enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Giants, number 58, Pierce Johnson.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Now he ties him up with a fastball inside. 1-2. Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario. And he fouls this one off. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. The windup and the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. The 1-2 is in off the plate.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside, and that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
So he couldn't get the bat off the shoulders that time. Jeimer Candelario goes down for the 2nd out here in the bottom half. Here's the switch hitting Victor Martinez. He hits with 2 away as they continue to trail in this close game.
Well, Matt, this has been a big inning on the mound. He's had to face the middle of the order, and so far he's held them at bay.
Yeah, this feels like the kind of inning we'll look back on at the end of the game, even if the result of it changes dramatically here. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
He got ahead with 2 good fastballs and then tried to drop the changeup.
Threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on MLB Network. Back here now at Comerica Park in Detroit. Giants leading this one as we get set for the 7th. But before it gets underway, there you see our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Lane Hardy is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Pitch on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Man, you find yourself down 0-2 after 2 great executed pitches right there. Got to look for something up. Might have to tip your hat if he can stay down below the knees like that.
A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, that's a crazy at that right there. Takes 2 pitches, 2 quality pitches, then gets the 3rd one, and he hits a bullet for a single.
I can't tell you how good that feels as a former hitter right there. 0-2, you're pretty much dead to rights, and he comes through with a big knock.
First pitch is a curveball that's inside, 1-0. In there, and it's even at 1. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? To Iglesias for 1. On to first, and as Ernie may have said, it's 2 for the price of 1 for the Tigers. 2 away.
That's one of the hardest double plays to turn right there because of the difficult throw the first baseman has to make. No problem this time, though, and they get the 2 outs they were looking for.
Here's Kelby Tomlinson. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Hardy, a native of Washington, the Evergreen State. He was taken in the 22nd round during the 2008 draft.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. And a fastball, but he's losing it a bit here to 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
3-2, full count. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
Into the box, Mac Williamson. As he'll swing and hit this one hard, but foul off to the left and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Set to deliver the 0-1. Grounded back up the middle. Iglesias to his left. He's there. And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Giants leave 1. They're up 3-2. Striding in, Nico Goodrum. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did it get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
There's a strike.
1-1.
And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a 1-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. And this will be taken in out there just a few steps in front of the track, and there are 2 away now.
Number 34.
Now in the box, James McCann, 1 for 2. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. No balls and a strike to count. Just off the plate and high, ball 1. Took him right up the ladder that time, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. Hit on the ground to short. Crawford fields it cleanly. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Down in order go the Tigers. They're down 3-2. Here's the first baseman, Brandon Bell. He's 2 for 3 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul.
Get off me, ball. That ball's way too far inside. He's got to step out of the box right now and adjust his batting gloves because he just got stung by a pack of wasps.
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Buster Posey will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, you don't see a hitter of his caliber come outside the zone too much. He's super aggressive right now. Let's see if he nibbles a little further off the plate now.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. And oh, a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Evan Longoria. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a flare out to left center. In there, a base hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Called strike 0-2. He pulls this one into right. Castellanos will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for San Francisco, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. John Hicks will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 55, John Hicks.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone.
The shortstop, number 1, Jose Iglesias.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. This one, everything we could have hoped for. 3-2 in inning number 8. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now. Line drive to left. So he'll add 1 to his total as that falls in. He's got 3 hits in this one.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Your attention, please.
So the call's gone out for the right-hander Mark Melancon as he'll take over on the mound.
Mark Melancon.
And that'll bring up Mikey Mata as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. This is on the ground over to first. And that's through for his first base hit in this one. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat it.
Melanson has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out. A strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
He struck him out the third time he's fanned in the game. Fine work out of the San Francisco bullpen. Ninth inning coming up. It's the Giants 3 and the Tigers 2. A fitting shot there for the Motor City as we're set for action in the ninth inning of this one on MLB Network. Ronnie Rodriguez is into the ballgame now as he assumes duties in center field.
Number 60.
Here's the Panda now, Pablo Sandoval. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Designated hitter.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Goodrum moving to his right. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting.
Standing in, Austin Slater. Last time through was a base hit. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball in for a strike.
Classic case right there of an off-speed pitch, and that hitter's eyes lit up and that front shoulder went flying. He's got to find a way to keep that thing tucked and play with the big part of the field.
Oh, and he goes the other way, and he drives it out to deep right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. At the plate, Ortiz Hernandez. He was a double play victim last time around. Swing and a miss at a first pitch changeup, 0-1. 1-run game here in the top of the ninth. Hit the other way out toward right field. Moving under it, Castellanos makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3, but they still lead it 3-2. Coming to the plate now, Victor Martinez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Victor Martinez.
And he lays off there, 1-0. On the ground, softly towards second. Tomlinson gloves it, and there's 1 away.
Now batting. Second.
Next up for Detroit, Nico Goodrum, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. 0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
Hey, I get it. You're all in fastball. You're pulling the trigger at almost anything. But that is way too high. He's going to have to lower his sights.
Got him. And he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, in hindsight, it was the right choice to let the setup guy stay in the game and finish this thing. I wasn't so sure before, but the results sure speak for themselves.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. San Francisco rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Jeff Samardzija is credited with the win. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious Giants. 3 runs on 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Tigers, 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors, they left 5 men on base. The winning pitcher is Jeff Samardzija. The save to Mark Melancon. Loss goes to Francisco Liriano. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 45 minutes. A reminder that for travel through downtown Detroit, pick up the People Mover train outside the stadium at the Grand Circus Park Station, located just beyond the right field gate on Witherell Avenue.